Welcome to Bracket Bashers, the podcast. We take a bracket of 32, 64, 128 or more and banter our way down to a winner. I am your host this week, Freddie Fisher, and next to me is my lovely guest, a longtime guest and a returning guest for this week. We have DeAndre. DeAndre, how you doing there, sir?
Oh, I'm doing well. Tired as all hell, but I'm doing 100% well.
Well, that's one of the benefits of having little kids is that you get tired a lot.
You call that a benefit if you want to, but I don't like being tired at all. But my kids and everything, and one wife just had surgery, so I'm doing double duty with that, and it's so much fun. Oh,
Well,
sorry.
speaking of being tired, we're going to talk about some people who are dead tired in this current time. We are talking about one liners from movies either right before or right after a kill in action movies, horror movies, a couple of cartoons in this situation, and that's what we're doing. Couple lifelines before we start this one off, though. Number one, as always, we have Pass the Parcel. Uh, during any time during this game, since there's only the three of us voting, that is myself, DeAndre, and the audience. If you want to give your vote to the Pass the Parcel participant that is shy this week, you can, and it will go to her up to and including the quarterfinal round. I will give you warning. After that, steal a vote. One time during this game, again, up to including the quarterfinal round, you are allowed to steal somebody's vote instead of giving it away like Pass the Parcel is. If you happen to steal somebody's vote, whatever vote you steal will move on to the next round. And of course, we have blown your load. If you're one of the first ones to go and don't want to be one of the first ones to go, you can blow your load. This means you're going last. If somebody else blows the load after you, you're no longer going last. You're going directly before them, and so on and so forth. And if you do happen to blow your load, you will always hear this sound.
Oh!
And of course, with that sound, that means we get to start us off. The audience starts us off on this one, and going before the kill, starting us off. Audience, it is either from Scarface, Say Hello to My Little Friend, or from The Evil Dead 2, Swallow This, in a 17 vote difference. Scarface, of course, gets that particular vote. DeAndre, is it Little Friend or Swallow This?
Uh, uh, something people know about me. Uh, I hate all Evil Dead movies. I do. I hate all of them with the passion. So I'm going. I gotta go with Scarface.
I'm going to go with Scarface as well. That line has become iconic to this little point, and it's always fun. There's always a penis joke in there somewhere as well, as far as the entire little friend comment. But we're not going to get into that particular one. Little friend moves on to the next round. DeAndre starts us off. Oh, by the way, Evil Dead was ranked at number 5 for Pass the Parcel. It is officially off the board. DeAndre starts us off. DeAndre, is it? I'm here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum from They Live. As a wrestling fan, you definitely know that movie. Or from The Deathly Hollows Part 2, Not My Daughter, You Bitch.
Big time wrestling fan. I am a big time wrestling fan. Shout out to Roddy Piper for that. For that. However, though, I am a big time nerd as well. And Deathly Hallows Part Two to me is the best Harry Potter movie, and that line is to me because of it. I am going Deathly Hallows Part Two, not My Daughter, You Bitch.
Deathly Hollow gets a vote. I I quote the entire bubblegum comment a lot more than I quote the entire "Not My Daughter, You Bitch." My daughter, who is in the other room currently and probably listen to me talk and hear this, my daughter can take care of herself, so I'm not worried about anything else. I'm half afraid one of these days that my daughter is going to be big enough to take care of me. It is what it is. So Deathly Hollows will not be getting my vote. It's going to go down to They Live as a huge wrestling fan. The audience in this situation, in a 10 vote difference, however, will be going for Deathly Hollows. So Deathly Hollows moves
My
on
daughter is
to
getting
the next
bigger as
round.
well, and she's 3 years old. And we play this game. I go ready, set, go, and then she goes to the wall, and she charges after me, and she tackles me every single time. If she's not gonna be a linebacker, she's gonna do something because she's strong as fuck at 3 years old.
You know, there is a professional baseball league, a professional female baseball league coming up. By the time that your daughter is of age, there might be like a professional, like a legitimate, not the entire lingerie league, but like
Yeah.
a legitimate
Football league.
football league.
I'm home so because
So
we'll do that linebacker would be a beast. Not lingerie. I'll fuck that shit. But a legit, but the legit linebacker, you damn right.
either way, 2-1, Jesse Holland moves on to the next round. Uh, they Live for Shy actually came in number one of all places, and it surprised me too. So number one is off the board for Shy off this one. I start this off. It is either from Die Hard 2, Yippee Ki Yay, motherfucker. Again, from Die Hard 2, not from the first one. Is when he blows up the plane. Yeah, I know, because it's not from the first one. He says it in the first one too, but he doesn't kill anybody at that point. Or from the Lion King, Long Live the King. And if it was from the first one, this would have gotten a second consideration from me, but it is not. Getting a second consideration, Long Live the King is probably one of the most diabolical lines from a Disney movie that goes way, 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 way too hard. And I am here for it. Lion King gets my vote right off the top of the gate. Audience between Lion King and Die Hard in a 20 vote difference off of this one. Die Hard 2, Yippee Ki Yay, motherfucker, gets that vote. So it is a tie breaking decision coming down to DeAndre on this one. Is it Long Live the King or Yippee Ki Yay, motherfucker?
So I just want to say that for the record, um, Lion King is my favorite cartoon movies of all time. Actually, it is my favorite cartoon movie of all time. Gosh, Lion King, then Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 1, 2. Um, with that being said, I can't legitimately pick Yippee Ki motherfucker because one, out of, out of the three first Die Hards, it's the worst one. Personally, to me, it goes Die Hard with a Vengeance, Die Hard, and Die Hard 2. Personally. So with that being said, Long Live the King will be my pick.
Lion King moves on 2-1 to the next round on Shy's end. Yippee Ki Yay got spot number 15. So about halfway through the entire marks off of that one. The audience starts us off. It is either uh, Highlander, There Can Only Be One, or You Shall Not Pass from Fellowship of the Ring. In a 12 vote difference, Fellowship gets that particular vote. DeAndre, is it You Shall Not Pass or There Can Only Be One?
I'm just going to say this right now. I think that all Lord of the Rings are overrated.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make sure I say that right now. However, though, You Shall Not Pass is something I say a lot. I'm not going to, not every day, but I quote that a lot. You shall not pass. Like, it's a bad accent, by the way. I'm just letting them know, but it is what it is. So I'm actually going to pick You Shall Not Pass.
Get the vote and the win off of that one. I'm gonna give Highlander the vote. There Can Only Be One, mainly because I'm a wrestling fan. And for anybody who doesn't know, Drew McIntyre is rumored to be in the new Highlander movie coming up, and I am here for it. Uh, I hope they do it justice because the original Highlander, the original, not anything after that, the original one was great. So
You don't,
I'm
you don't like the TV show?
no, I don't
Okay,
know why. Either it's just it didn't flow right for me.
so Ghana True. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't a big fan of the TV show either. However, though, the intro is still one of the songs that I sing a lot. Queen's Queen is what it is. I still sing that song a lot.
Fellowship moves on 2-1. Uh, Highlander got number 26 for Shy off of that one. Moving up next to the top of the board again. DeAndre starts us off. DeAndre, is it This Is Sparta from 300 or Get Off My Plane from Air Force One?
So, so I remember Air Force One. Wasn't a big fan. I wasn't a big fan of 300 either. So let's see right now as well. I tell my wife is like an introvert, so she don't like going out anywhere. She don't like going anywhere. I tell my wife's friends all the time, if they want to take her out, I will Spartan kick her out of the fucking house so she can go out of the house. So with that being said, I will go 300 here, 300 here. Um, that's my vote.
I'm gonna go with 300 as well. Mainly, not even for the movie, but the line is used a lot just in serious and non-serious situations. But the movie Meet the Spartans, that scene in Meet the Spartans where they make fun of this line, they just keep kicking people off, is just absolutely fantastic. But more or less for actually what happens right before this line and the badass image of his wife just giving the nod and him permission to absolutely boot this douchebag down a well. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of the entire "Don't kill the messenger" bit, but that guy was
He's a
that
whole dick.
that
He's a
guy
whole
was
dick.
that guy was being an asshole.
He's a whole dick.
So, so this is Sparta gets my vote as well. Audience in this situation between Sparta and Get Off My Plane in a 7 vote difference. Sparta gets that one as well. So it is a 3 and out for 300. Moves on to the next round. Get Off My Plane gets spot number 30 for Shy. Off of this one, it is off the board. I start this one off because DeAndre started that one off. It's a Terminator battle. From T2, Hasta La Vista, baby. Or from T1, I'll Be Back. And between these two, I personally think the entire Hasta La Vista, baby came off way too cheesy when the entire I'll Be Back came with a shock kill at the time, because you weren't really expecting him to drive the car through the wall. It wasn't needed, but it was fun to watch. So I'm gonna go with I'll Be Back off of that one. Audience between I'll Be Back and Hasta La Vista in a 5-vote difference. Hasta La Vista gets that vote. It is a tie-breaking decision coming down to DeAndre. DeAndre, do you want to know who is facing in the next round?
No, I don't want to judge my to switch my vote.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing about I'll Be Back. It wasn't necessary. That kill was not necessary. It was how he killed that cop was not necessary.
Nope.
He could have just killed him right then and there. You didn't have to go all the way out your way to go get a fucking car and ram into the damn thing. Okay. However, Hasta La Vista is that's iconic. I mean, there's a reason why some people start speak different languages. I am going to go with Hasta La Vista.
Hasta La Vista gets a vote. T2 moves on to the next round, 2-1. I'll Be Back gets number 24 as far as Shy goes. Audience starts us off. From Blade. Make sure I get this one right. Some motherfuckers are always trying to skate uphill. Or from The Princess Bride. Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. The audience, in a 26-vote difference, so a pretty wide margin, Princess Bride gets that particular vote. DeAndre, is it Princess Bride or Blade?
I was so happy when you said Blade first. Like, oh yeah, I'm picking Blade. Yeah, but then you said Princess Bride. God damn it!
You're like fuck whoever created this.
Yeah, because
that was me, by the way. I'm the one that mapped this entire thing out.
Because there's no way in hell I cannot pick Princess Bride here. Hello, my name is Matoya. You become my fatherhood. I torture my wife with this line all the goddamn time because she hates Princess Bride. So I torture her all the time. I say this to her all the goddamn time. Torture her. I gotta go with hello. My name is Matoya Matoya.
Gets the vote and the win off of that one. I appreciate Blade. I appreciate that they brought it back, that line back for the entire Deadpool and Wolverine, and nobody got the reference in the movie. Nobody got the reference. But talk about fan service at that point, and to hear that he's possibly getting like Wesley Snipes is possibly getting another Blade movie,
As he should.
as he should. I'm just surprised this happened due to the entire age situation. But granted, he's a vampire, so it is what it is. But of course, the Princess Bride is it's that line especially is absolutely fantastic. Although I will say that's not what he says directly before the kill. What he says directly is before the kill is the entire "I want my father back, you son of a bitch." But I'm gonna count the entire "Hello, my name is" because the line is so absolutely iconic. 3-0, out to the next round. Blade got number 22 as far as Shy goes off of that one. Last up in the first half of round one, DeAndre starts us off. Is it from Independence Day, which is one of Harvey's favorite movies out there? Shout out Will Smith. Hello, boys, I'm back. Or from The Thing? Yeah, well, fuck you too.
I love Yeah, well, fuck you too. That shit's hilarious to me. But leave me up to it. How the Independence Day is. He sacrificed life for his country. You can't get mad at that. Yeah, I'm going to go. Hey, boys, I'm back.
I'm going to leave it up to the audience off of this one. I'm going to go with The Thing. I love the delivery of this line. Because it's just, because there's a lot of things when you don't have anything to say, you're like, you know what? I don't care. Just fuck you too. And it works. I appreciate the sacrifice. I am a veteran myself, and it is what it is. But I'm gonna go with yeah, fuck you too, which means the audience is a tie-breaking decision on this one, and in a 6-vote difference, The Thing, with the upset, actually gets that one, which surprises me because Independence Day is a well-beloved movie by a majority of people out there.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Harvey. 2-1. For everybody who can't remember this, because Harvey hasn't been on the show for a while, so we don't get the ability to give him shit as much as possible. Harvey is a huge Will Smith fan.
The biggest Will Smith fan ever.
The biggest Will Smith fan.
The biggest Will Smith fan ever.
If you get a chance to go out and check the episode, it was a really old episode that we did. The entire, I think it's called "Doing It Big Willie Style" or Big Willie, something like that. But where we did an entire tournament and Harvey had to choose all of his favorite Big Willie style movies, and it was a blast. So that is our first 8. We'll be right back right after this break. Before I became a podcaster, I never imagined that all these requests for 5-star reviews did anything important. I was very wrong about that. But being the bastards that we are, we're not going to expect you to give up those 5 stars with nothing in return. Personally, I find it kind of rude. So I'll trade you for it. You send us a letter, a question, or anything else you deem necessary along with those 5 stars. We'll not only give you a shout out on the show, but we'll read your submission live on air. We like to call this our Thank You To Review. If you're a part of the Thank You To Review, it is our email address, bracket, BRACKETTY, the number 2, and R at yahoo.com to get in. It also works if you want to be a guest on any of the shows on the ABC podcast channel. Today's letter comes from Kristen McDowell. Says, Dear Bastards, Kristen McDowell from Washington State here, and I have a challenge for you. I gave you a 4-star on Apple. You're too crass and kind of being dicks. Just kidding. You're awesome. P.S. I hope I got you on that. 5 stars on Apple. My question is, what on your, and this is, I chose this question because I knew that DeAndre was going to be on today's show. What's your stance on changing races in comic books? As a Latina, I want the culture rep, but I also love history as well. Signed, KMD. So I'm gonna, since I knew the question beforehand, I'm gonna give DeAndre some time to think. I I honestly don't care. As a white guy, I know that white people are highly represented everywhere. So, and I don't. So as far as me being represented, it doesn't really matter. Uh, as far as the comic book issues about keeping things whole and whatever, it's a comic book. If you, my personal beliefs on this, if you personally think that changing the race of a character in a comic book to somebody who is less, uh, I'm not going to say less appreciated, but less represented than you are because the comic book started as that character. The comic book character probably started as that because they didn't get enough representation back in the day in the first place. So now, having the ability to know what we know now and feel the way we feel now to change it, I don't have a problem with that. I personally think that if you want a white character, if you want a black character, if you want a Asian character or anything else, go create one. Write your story. That's what it is. DeAndre, what's your stance on changing races in comic books?
I'm a big comic book fan. I mean, obviously, this is why Freddie asked this question to me, give the question to me. Um, Big comic book fan. Love comics. Love superheroes. Big ass nerd right here. However, though, 98% of comic books are fiction. That was written by somebody. These are not real people. I promise. I promise you. Superman's not flying out there. Okay. With that being said, because the reason why I said that is because it has no actual value to life. If I would paint Superman black because I like black characters or I want to see a Superman black, sorry for my son in the background, then that is what it is. It doesn't hurt anyone. That's not going to hurt anyone. It shouldn't. Let me first say it should not hurt anyone. All right. I if you want to keep all characters white or all characters black or characters Latina or Latinx or Asian, then okay, then do so. But if they wanted to make a fictional character, I want to make sure I say this right now. This is a fictional character. You want to make a fictional character a different race? I don't care. You want to make a fictional character in a different sex? I don't care. You want to make a fictional character LGBTQ? I do not care as long as it's a good story.
Yeah.
If it's a horrible story, then that's what I care about. But if it's a bad story, then that's what it is. For instance, you made Nick Fury black. Not you personally, Freddie, but they made Nick Fury black when he started off as a white man. Nobody else, unless you know comics, remember white Nick Fury. The good story is Samuel Jackson as Nick Fury. That's what I mean. All I care about is the good story. I do not care if what color, creed, sex, or orientation the character is.
That kind of reminds me. It's not a comic book, but it kind of reminds me of the entire Ghostbusters thing. The entire all female Ghostbusters. Uh, it's not the actors in that movie impeccable. I love every single one of them. The fact that they're women doesn't bother me at all. The movie storyline was terrible. That was the problem. I went in there expecting that movie to be great, and it was more it was more of a satire to the original film than it was an actual movie of itself, which is what bothered me. So that was, I think personally, the movie bombed because people who watched the movie first went out and told people that the movie sucked, and then you can have other movies out there that did horrible in the box office that end up being cult classic. The Princess Bride, we were just talking about that one. Princess Bride did horrible in the box office. Then later on, it became a cult classic because people loved the storyline. So it's not about the entire characters themselves. What race or gender the characters are. If you have crappy storyline, it's a crappy storyline. So which is why I tell people, it's like if you want somebody of a particular race, and you're not making fun of them, like I wouldn't expect a like a Hispanic uh, Superman X type character to come from Alaska. That means that you're going to have to redcon a whole bunch of stuff off of that. So, as long as you're not making fun of people or having this person come out, their theme song is like the Mexican hat dance or some bullshit like that, you don't have to do it. But if you want your culture represented, write the story. There is enough AI out there now and enough accredited artists out there that you tell them the story, you write the story out for them, they can create it for you. And if you have enough people behind you to do it, you could become a comic book writer too. You can have your story, you can have anybody else's story done in that process, and it's not that big a deal. So we're gonna go ahead and go with that one. Um, Kristen, thank you for writing in. If anybody else wants to write in, again, the email address is bracket, BRACKETTY, the number 2, and R, at yahoo.com to get in. Welcome back to the second part of this. I start this one off. We are on the after section in round 1, and it is from Lethal Weapon 2. It's just been revoked, or from the Army of Darkness. Good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun. Personally, I don't like either one of these. I don't. This is just a bad matchup of two ones that I don't really appreciate. Just to go against DeAndre on this one, I'm gonna go with good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun, just to be a little shit. So that is my vote. Audience, between good, bad, I'm the guy with the gun, or it's just been revoked, in a 4-vote difference, so really close off of this one, they have gone with it's just been revoked. So it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to DeAndre. DeAndre, is it just been revoked, or I'm the guy with the gun?
My brain won't let me pick anything Army of Darkness. It is what it is. I'm not picking nothing Army of Darkness at all. How though, I mean, it's just been revoked. I mean, it's actually parodied a lot, like a lot of TV shows and movies. So I will go with it's been revoked.
I still think my favorite one is when Family Guy did it, because they just kept doing it. They did a
You
whole bunch of
kept doing
one-liners.
it.
Just kept doing it over and over again.
Mm.
That the entire Roadhouse gimmick. Like,
Roadhouse.
every time.
Roadhouse.
Lethal Weapon moves on 2-1 to the next round. Guy with the gun. Number 10 for Shy off of that one. We should cross that one off too. The next up, audience starts us off. It is from Gladiator. Are you not entertained? Or from Austin Powers 1. Not a good day to lose your head. And
So,
that was the audience, I believe, for this one. The audience, in a 5-vote difference, goes for Gladiator. DeAndre, is it Gladiator or Austin Powers 1?
I'm one of them rare people that didn't like the Gladiator movie. Just be honest. I didn't like Gladiator 2 either though. I want to make sure that's that too as well. I mean, I love Denzel, but
The
I
way
was
he
a
died, though, was great.
yeah, yes. uh, with that being said, Are You Not Entertained is iconic. I gotta go Are You Not Entertained. Plus, again, Austin Powers. I know this is one line after the death, but there's a lot, so many better one liners to Austin Powers that it overshadows this one right here. So I'm gonna go with Are You Not Entertained.
Well, the thing about this, as I drop my marker, the thing about this is that Austin Powers makes fun of James Bond And James Bond has a whole bunch of different one-liners, but none of them are on this list. And that wasn't because of I just didn't like them or whatever. I honestly felt that a majority of these was uh, the James Bond list could be an entire tournament in itself, and it should be. But it's the James Bond ones too. Is they're very scene centric type. The just like the entire Lethal Weapon 2, it's just been revoked. It's a very scene centric one. So without knowing the context of the actual scene, a lot of the ones from the James Bond ones will not make sense, with the exception of the entire "It's a Bad Day to Lose Your Head" from Austin Powers 1. That's pretty self-explanatory. It is. It is. It's just self-explanatory. However, I'm gonna go with uh, Gladiator as well. You said you're going Gladiator or Lose Your Head.
I am going Gladiator.
Okay, so 3-0, Gladiator moves on to the next round. In a at spot number 32, so the very last spot in this entire situation, Shai determined that Lose Your Head from Austin Powers 1 gets that novelty seed. DeAndre starts us off. Is it from Judge Dredd, the original one, Courts Adjourned, or from Commando? Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
I know. I'm saying a lot of negative stuff about movies today, but I really do think that Commando is one of the most overrated action movies of all time. I do personally. Jesus Christ, I do not like that movie whatsoever. So it was Commando and what else? Sorry, because I think I
The
got
original Judge Dredd.
Judge Dredd. Yeah, Course Adjourned.
So this is Stallone
Yeah,
versus Schwarzenegger.
yeah. I'm going to go with Judge Dredd here, personally.
Judge Dredd. Courts Adjourned gets that vote. I'm going. I'm gonna go with Dead Tired. I appreciate a good dad joke. I am a fan of dad jokes. They are absolutely fantastic. This this happened right after the kill. We were just talking about the entire screen context. This happened right after a kill. Uh, Schwarzenegger snapped this guy's neck,
On the
and
plane.
yeah, the entire stewardess, the wait staff came by, and he literally said before he made his escape, says, "Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired." Schwarzenegger in these movies, there's so many dad jokes, and I'm here for it all the way. Dead tired gets my vote. Audience, in a 7 vote difference, agrees with me. Oddly enough, 7 vote difference for Dead Tired. Commando moves on to the next round. However, Shai did not agree with us at all. Uh, or sorry, Shai actually hated both of these movies. So, Courts Adjourned got number 27 for Shai. I was about to reveal the other one, but I'm not going to do that. Courts Adjourned, 27 for Shai. Dead Tired moves on. 2-1. Next up, I start this one off, I think. From Iron Man 3, walk away. Hold on. Walk away from that, you son of a bitch. Or from Freddy's Dead. Uh, what do you know? I beat my high score. As far as one-liners, I personally think that I I love how I love the vengeance in the entire walk away from that, you son of a bitch. But I love the comedy in what do you know? I beat my high score. I'm gonna go on. I personally think the lower end of this one, and I'm gonna go with uh, what do you know? I beat my high score. Audience, on the flip side of me, is in a 9 vote difference is going to be going with Iron Man 3 and walk away from that, you son of a bitch. So it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to DeAndre. Is it walk away from that, or what do you know? I beat my high score.
There's an episode of Masturbators, which I am from, uh, where I host with a lot of people, and we did the top MCU movies. We ranked the top MC. We ranked all MCU movies, uh, and we had Iron Man 3 extremely last, like extremely low.
Yep.
That movie was horrible to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, However, though, out of all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, the video game Kill is my favorite one. I know people talk about the blood rush and all that kind of good stuff, Buckle of Prime, all kind of good shit, but this is my favorite fucking. Because as a kid, it's one of my first. Like I think maybe Freddy is Dead probably the first time I watched Freddy Krueger or Nightmare on Elm Street, and being a nerd and seeing the video game, I love that so much. I think my high score is definitely going to be my pick.
With the upset off of that one, at least in my mind, uh, 2-1 moves on to the next round. Shy put uh, walk away from that, you son of a bitch. At number 21, it is off the board. Freddy's Dead moves on to the next round. Next up, audience starts us off. It is either from Kingsman, This Ain't That Kind of Movie, bruv, or from I Like the Way You Die, Boy, from Django Unchained. And it is a 9-vote difference for Django. DeAndre, is it Django or Kingsman?
Before I vote, you couldn't have. Oh, I can't stand inside the blood. I like it because God truth, he said that after that the person died. Actually, God truth. So that actually would have been a better quote for this. It's not being Django whatsoever to me personally, but I
I
do think
I agree with you. The only issue is that I didn't compile the list,
okay.
so it wasn't on the actual list itself. This came from a couple of different YouTube videos
Mhm.
that I watched of one-liners before and after the kill. So this is. I really wish I would have wrote down the person's name who made it, but I didn't, unfortunately. So it is what it is. And in a couple of different lists too. And that particular one, again, even though I agree with you looking back on it,
Mhm.
this one did happen to make several of the lists for this movie. So
Well, I'm personally listen again. Even though, like, even if we did the I can't stand inside the blood from Kingsman, I would have. I still have to go. I like the way you die, boy. That's just very means something to me. So I'm going to go with that.
gets a vote. I'm gonna go with that one as well. I appreciate Kingsman. I think Kingsman's a dope ass movie. I really wish they would have made more of them. Uh, and
They
they
got
still
two or
have the
three.
ability. There's three. There's three
Three.
currently. There's
Yeah.
Kingsman, like the Secret Service, the Golden Circle, and there's
And
another
the
one that
prequel, right?
is yeah. There's a prequel. So there's
Mhm.
three of them at this current time. But there's that's a franchise waiting to happen. And since it's a military, like a spy type thing, you can have different people playing the lead roles and have it be absolutely fantastic. Um, I'm appreciative of the movie Kingsman, but the Django Unchained, dude, that movie is fantastic. And I don't care what race you are or whatever, that movie is fucking fantastic. And a lot of those one-liners are just great. Leonardo DiCaprio, and we have a DiCaprio bracket coming up the next couple months. It's he did absolutely wonderful in this. Jamie Foxx did wonderful in this. Christoph, can't remember the guy's name, did absolutely wonderful in this movie as well. It is highly underrated, even though it's a highly rated movie at this point. So I'm gonna give it to Like the Way You Die for Django off of this one. 3 and out.
the bad thing about Jingo is that, and I love that movie. Like I really love that movie. But you are right though; it's underrated to me because again, out of like, cause we're doing Quentin Tarantino rankings soon,
Hmm.
and for me personally, it should be higher than four. I have to put number four because I love Kill Bill's number volume one. So it's my favorite one of all time. I The most underrated Quentin Tarantino movie of all time is Hateful Eight. Not everybody know about the movie. Nobody watch the movie. That is right there, amazing. And then you have Pulp Fiction. Then Pulp Fiction is the goddamn amazing.
Hmm.
So damn, this gonna be a hard one.
If you could put, I'm gonna write this down for future reference.
Mhm.
Uh, we do what I call versus episodes every once in a while. Like the last one we did was Kevin Smith versus oh this is gonna lose me so much. But the guy that did Spaceballs, uh,
Oh, fuck.
see,
Oh my goodness. Hold on.
Mel Brooks.
Mel
Thank
Brooks. Mel
you.
Brooks. Mel Brooks.
Brooks versus Smith. We did a tournament of Brooks versus Smith, so 8 Brooks movies, 8 Smith movies, in a just a single elimination. The entire first round was Brooks versus Smith. So if you could put Tarantino in a tournament like that against another director, what director would you choose?
Damn, that's a hard fucking. That is a hard goddamn. Oh my goodness.
I mean, we can come back to it too. I just wanted to because
That's a good
I'm
one.
wanting to get. I wouldn't mind doing a couple specials like that.
So did they have to have the same amount of movies? Like
No,
so.
no.
So personally, I would go to Coen Brothers. Actually, all right. So Coen Brothers have Fargo, don't you know? And got no Country for Old Men, all kind of good shit. I will go Coen Brothers. That's probably as similar as you can get for me personally.
I think when we did the entire Brooks versus Smith, it ended up in the final four was like 3 Brooks versus 1 Smith movie. So it was it was kind of the crapshoot at that point. But
Yeah, but once you get because Coen Brothers has a lot of movies like and it's a lot of really good movies as well. Oh Brother Where Art Thou, Lady Killers, Fargo. Like it won't be a clean sweep at all. But
no, no, it'd be a
I do think Quentin Tarantino would probably win, but it wouldn't be a clean sweep because these are some really underrated. Miller's Crossing, Bad Santa, um, yeah, Fargo, Oh Brother Where Art Thou, like Hell Caesar, which is actually really good. Burton Finkel that people like. Yeah, so
I think the hardest part about that would just narrowing it down to 8 each person
mhm,
because especially if these were going to be like just what I like to call shorts, mini episodes type stuff.
mhm.
That is just like a one-on-one like this, but like you used to do. I don't know if you do still do them, but like tournament rewinds where it's
Mhm.
just the one person doing it.
The one on ones.
Yeah.
I do when people want to come on to do so, but normally right now we are just doing the bracket reviews from Twitter and the rankings that we do. Um, that's right now. I try to slow it down. I'm having a lot of shit I gotta do.
Yeah, you got a lot of shit going on. I'm
Yeah.
not judging you at all for that one.
Mhm.
Either way, Jingo moves on. Uh, Kingsman got spot number 25 for shy off of that one. Uh, that was the audience. So DeAndre starts this one. From Good, Bad, and the Ugly, is it when you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk? Or from Home Alone, keep the change, you filthy animal?
He did. But okay, yeah, he did. It is the movie inside the movie.
Yep.
What's that?
He
Kevin didn't
didn't
kill
kill
anybody.
anybody.
All right.
He should have with all that shit,
Uh,
but he didn't actually kill anybody.
Side note: a lot of people didn't know them. That's why I tell people this side note: they get shocked. That movie is not real. People just want to make sure you know that the movie inside the movie is that it's not a real
No,
movie.
what is it? Angel with Dirty Faces or something
Yes,
like
yes, something
that
like
is
that.
the name
Yeah,
of the movie.
it's not a real movie. People just letting you guys know. All
It's
right,
just
but that
like the girl that is Buzz's girlfriend is not an actual girl. It's the son of the director or something,
yes.
or somebody on crew.
So with that being said, I am going, but still going with keep the change 50. The good, bad, ugly guy got a bad draw with that, but I'm going to go home.
Well, as far as good, bad, and the ugly on that one, I don't think a lot of people from this generation hasn't seen that movie. I've seen it, but it's been a really, really long time ago, and it wasn't really my entire cup of tea. Home Alone is a yearly classic, so even though you're not looking for it, type thing, it's kind of on your mind and it's everywhere around Christmas. So that's what the entire problem is. So that's keep the change moves on with my vote off of that one, and in a 31 vote difference, it actually gets a third vote from the audience as well. Shy put good, bad, and the ugly at number 17. Uh, Three and out faces another three and out in the next round. I start this one off. It is either from Rush Hour. Uh, Wipe yourself off, man. You dead. Or from the movie Shoot 'Em Up. What I really hate is a pussy with a gun in his hand. I love Rush Hour. I think the Rush Hour trilogy is probably one of my very few perfect trilogies out there. They're all good. They waver a little bit, but they're all good. Besides the point, but how the line in Shoot 'Em Up was delivered was just absolutely perfection. Wipe yourself off, man. Man was actually kind of done as satire. I'm gonna go with what I really hate is a pussy with a gun in his hand, just because. Gets my vote. Audience, in a 5 vote difference, is gonna go for Rush Hour with Wipe Yourself Off. DeAndre, tie-breaking decision. I'm gonna ask you again. Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
No, like to be surprised.
Okay.
I will also go Rush Hour though as well, because I don't think I have seen Showing Them Up. It's definitely on my list now. Put it on my list now.
There's MythBusters did not an entire episode dedicated to him, but there was one where like he threw some bullets into the fire
Oh,
and waiting for them to go off to shoot the guy,
mm-hmm.
and they wanted to test if that was actually possible, and it turns
It
out
was. It
it
was.
wasn't.
Yeah, well,
It wasn't.
mm-hmm.
2-1. However, Rush Hour moves on to the next round. Shoot 'Em Up got number 14 as far as Shy goes. Last up in this one, and audience starts us off. It is either uh, he won't be joining us for the rest of his life from Die Hard, or Flawless Victory from Mortal Kombat. In a 1 vote difference, as far as the audience goes, Flawless Victory gets that one. DeAndre, is it Flawless Victory or he won't be joining us for the rest of his life?
It's flawless victory. It really is. Oh my god, the nostalgia from the movie, which is horrible by the
Yeah.
way. It's horrible good. Like it's one of the movies I call it's so bad that it's good. Like like Mortal Kombat and especially Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah, the second one's worse.
They are so bad that they're good. It's like Super Mario Bros. 1993.
I
It's
was
so it's so bad that
I
it's
was
good.
more thinking the original Power Rangers TV show, but
Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. 100%. It's so bad that they're good. So I'm going to go flawless victory here.
Flawless Victory gets the vote. I'm going to go with just because I think the delivery from Alan Rickman was absolutely fucking perfect, and it's another dad joke. Because when you think about it, it's a dad joke. He won't be joining us for the rest of his life. It's just flawless. It's ironically flawless off of that one. I'm gonna go with Die Hard. So both Die Hards are actually out of this tournament now. Number 18, by the way, for the rest of his life, gets kicked out. Mortal Kombat moves on 2-1 to the next round. Be right back right after this break. I get to talk to some pretty creative and badass people in this world doing this podcast. One of these badass people that I like to talk to. I don't get to talk to him as much as I would like to nowadays because he's got a whole bunch of shit going on, not only in the podcast world, but in family life. He's a damn good husband and a damn good dad. I have DeAndre on the show today. DeAndre, how you been?
Tired. Tired. That's how I've been. I've been 100% tired.
Like, I got the whole world on my fucking shoulders, man. What do you think?
Yeah. No, I mean, and it's good. Listen, about 4 or 5 years ago, if you told me I'll be where I'm at right now, I'm like, you lying like a motherfucker. but no, but I mean, I'm doing well. Podcast doing well. Got promotion. My kids are amazing. My wife is amazing. Life is, as right now, not gonna work. Amazing.
I don't have any real wood around me, or I would. Oh, here's one. Here's one. There you go. I got a sign. I'm gonna keep that down on my desk just so I actually have some real wood around here that I can knock on. Because I've been told that if you don't have any actual wood to knock on, don't do that.
They'll do it. Yeah, it's
because it not only negates it, but it actually goes the opposite direction. Because it just means that you're being fake about it.
Yes.
You don't want that to happen. That's an old thing. For everybody out there, go ahead and look that up. That is legitimately true. I would like to talk about DeAndre's show a little bit though. More or less masturbators. He does a whole bunch of other stuff that we were just talking about in the past. He is associated and currently runs the entire. I can't remember how the entire acronym goes now, but
I did not make these rankings
there you go.
podcast network, but I do want to make sure I say this, that there's no leaders in the network. Okay, all right. I want to make sure I say that because again, if I don't, I hear people come to me like there's no leaders. It was
that's all right. Those people don't listen to this show, and I'm it's all right. However, I would like to say though that one of the reasons that DeAndre and I originally hooked up is because I fell in love with the name of his show. Masturbators it's definitely in my top 5, and I've talked to a lot of different shows, a lot of different names. I'm a huge fan of dad jokes and puns and everything else. Masturbators is probably one of my top named shows of all time, and I have said that publicly multiple times, even when you're not even associated with this show, that we were talking about just a whole bunch of different name stuff, and it comes up every single time. So I applaud you on that. If I remember right, it was a fan suggested or fan voted.
Suggested, yeah. We had our first name was Versus. Actually, we started, but then we found out that almost everybody else podcasts in the world named Versus. so we asked some people on Facebook to give us some names. It came down to Mass Debaters or Opinions.
That sounds like a Reddit post.
Right. And I'm really, really glad we stuck with Mass Debaters. Actually,
it is. It's fantastic. It's a good show too, and you can have an awesome name, but if you have a crappy show, nobody's really going to listen. So it's really kind of cool to have the name match the show as far as quality goes, and I absolutely applaud it. I applaud the people that go from this show to go to DeAndre's show. Not only DeAndre's show, but check out the rest of the shows on that channel as well. I guarantee you, with all the stuff that they have, you're going to find something that you absolutely love. What is it? Crushgasm?
Crushgasm
is fantastic. I've been on that show. If you remember your crush in high school, your famous crush in high school, check out this show. There's going to be other people that have the same mentality, and it's going to be a major nostalgia type stuff going on. It is a trip. And there's other shows involved with that one too, but we unfortunately don't have time to go through every single one of them. So, DeAndre, I appreciate you being on today's show.
Yeah, again, you guys are still one of my favorite shows, man. And I mean, if when we do the Spotify the year stuff, you're always on the top three. I was just still listening to you guys, uh, and again, I love coming on. Actually, the reason why I came on because you do practice, and I just love doing competition shit. So thank you for what you do, and thank you for having me on.
Most appreciate it. And again, you're welcome on anytime. Um, said DeAndre too. Eventually, I'm going to get him on the wrestling show that we have too. We just the only reason he hasn't been on it is because we record on Wednesdays and he has a very busy schedule as we've discussed. So
Second job.
yeah,
Yeah.
one of these days, and my co-host Kevin has a show that he does on Thursdays, which is one of the only times that DeAndre actually has time to do anything is at that time. So it's just going to be a weird clusterfuck. I'm waiting for one of these times where um, just stuff happens. It just happens to work out, but it is what it is. Welcome back for the second round off of this one. It looks like DeAndre starts us off. DeAndre, is it say hello to my little friend, or this is Sparta?
Again, I love this is Sparta. Again, I'm literally after this show going to Sparta kick my wife out so she will go play bingo and leave me the hell alone. Um, but say hello to my little friend. Say hello to my little friend, and I'm going to say hello to my little friend.
Get to vote. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go for this is Sparta off of this one. Both of these came in, by the way, in sweeps from the previous round. I appreciate say hello to my little friend. There's a whole bunch of dick jokes involved with that one, and I appreciate making fun of people's tiny penises. But this is Sparta. Again, it's just when I'm coming in with the groceries, I just like to kick in the door, and that go even if I don't say it, it goes through my head. So this is Sparta gets my vote. Audience is a tiebreaker decision in this situation in a looks like 9 vote difference. Scarface gets that one, moves on 2-1. Uh, this is Sparta gets spot number 11 from Cheyenne. I start this one off. It is either "Long Live the King" from Lion King, or and I'm glad you're going last on this one. It's either "Long Live the King" from The Lion King or from The Princess Bride. Hello, my name is Indigo Montoya. You killed my friend. Prepare to die. Now, I'm good with whoever wins this. DeAndre is going last, which means I am going to find out who the audience voted for in this situation, which is going to be The Princess Bride. So I'm going to go for The Lion King in a 25 vote difference. The audience is going to go for the Princess Bride. I love both of these. I love both of these movies. The Lion King, the absolutely audacity to having such a line, such a badass line in a Disney movie, nonetheless, and it's even a B Disney movie. Like, Lion King wasn't supposed to be the top movie that around that time. It was supposed to be Pocahontas, and
Mm-hmm.
see what happened to that one. But to have that done and have it such a heartbreaking line as well, having Mufasa's face look the way it did and everything, it was absolutely fantastic. So going between that, the actual line itself versus the iconicness that um, the entire "Hello, my name is" line, I think it's an even Steven for me off of this one. So DeAndre, is it "Long Live the King" or "Hello, my name is"? Tie breaking decision there, sir.
Just want to go on record saying that if I'm cool with anyone who's going on,
Yep.
okay. I like Lion King better than like Princess Bride, but it is what it is. Also, after we're done this, I'm going to torture my wife again by saying that line from Princess Bride.
Hello.
However, though, I am a big Lion King fan. Lion King is one of my top 10 movies of all time for me. Um, and after, man, I gotta give the Lion King, along with the King.
Lion King moves on 2-1 to the next round. Princess Bride, which by the way, we're this bracket determines the final movie going into the best 2025 selection, which is going to be our last tournament of the year. Princess Bride won 3 different tournaments this year. So I'm actually kind of glad that it didn't make a fourth one, because then if it would have made a fourth one, it would have automatically moved on to the final four. The final, sorry, would have automatically moved on to the quarterfinals, no matter what. So it would. That's just the way it goes. Lion King moves on 2-1 to the next round. Princess Bride, number 3 for Shy off of this one. Audience starts us off. It is either from Lethal Weapon, It's Just Been Revoked, or from Django Unchained, Like the Way You Die, Boy. It is a 5-vote difference for Django. DeAndre, Django or Lethal Weapon?
It gotta be Django. It has to be Django for me. Like the way you die, boy, is great. It's a great line. Great. Gotta be like where you die, boy.
That's another one of those movies that, like, as far as one-liners go, you could probably pull a solid dozen of one-liners from that movie.
You could at least get a good eight liner tournament from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Django gets my vote as well for obvious unsaid reasons. 3 and out again. 3 and out to the next round. DeAndre starts us off. DeAndre, it is either Please Don't Disturb My Friend, He's Dead Tired from Commando, or Wipe Yourself Off, You Dead from Rush Hour.
I'm going to go Wipe Yourself Off, You Dead from Rush Hour.
Gets a vote. Again, I appreciate a good dad joke. I'm going to go with Commando off of this one in a 3-vote difference. Commando gets that vote. Moves on to the next round. Catching up, by the way, because I forgot to do this last time. Revoked got number 28 from Shy. And Rush Hour got number 13 from Shy off of that one. Okay, 2-1 to the next round. I start this one off. It is either Not My Daughter, You Bitch from the Deathly Hallows, or Hasta La Vista, baby. I mean, it's Deathly Hallows for this one. Like, I can't. Yeah. Molly Weasley is actually I'm just calling her Mother Weasley. Mother Weasley off of this one is notably, I'm pretty sure she won the movie. Yeah, she did. The Movie Moms tournament that we did for Mother's Day this year, and it is because of this line. She's an awesome mom, don't get me wrong, but like because of this line, she won the movie, won that particular tournament. She gets my vote. Not My Daughter, You Bitch. Audience, between Not My Daughter or Hasta La Vista in a 4-vote difference, Deathly Hallows gets that vote as well. So it is a 2-vote going at this moment. DeAndre, finish this up.
Damn, how can everybody just pick against the iconic Hasta La Vista? That is an iconic line. And I'm also going to pick Mama Weasley. I'm going to pick Mama Weasley. Listen, Not My Daughter, You Bitch is amazing. What was one of the reasons why I do think that Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the best one. Now, I think I forgot which new site did a ranking for the ranking for Harry Potter movies, and they said Prisoner of Azkaban is number 1. And again, I love Prisoner of Azkaban as well. However, though, I do think that Deathly Hallows Part 2 is the best one out of the 7. However, though, side note, I do think that Deathly Hallows Part 1 is the worst out of 7. So it is what it is. But I am going to go Mama Weasley, Not My Daughter, You Bitch.
I would like to say, by the way, Prison of Azkaban actually has won a recent tournament on this show. The entire time travel movie tournament. I don't know how in the hell that happened, but it did.
Is that time travel?
Yeah, it was Prisoner of Azkaban versus Doctor Strange in the finals.
Oh, he did go back to okay. That
Yeah, do
that's
the
that,
entire
that's
time turner.
that's cheating.
I know. No, I thought it was too. Back to the Future dipped in round one, got beat out by Interstellar. That had a huge one going out. Days of Future Past was in there. Click, Deja Vu, Happy Death Day, Groundhog Day. All those movies were in there as well too. And then
I got a problem with Happy Death Day and Groundhog Day, by the way, because technically they didn't time travel.
now it's a time loop. It's
Yeah,
not a time travel tournament. It's a movie based on time.
correct.
Frequency as well. The Lake House. They don't travel through time.
Yeah, that's just a rift in time, basically.
Yeah,
Just
it's just a rift
yeah.
in time, but they're time based movies. I don't think I could find 32 good time travel movies. So,
Hmm. Hold my beer. I'm gonna try it now.
well, not right now. We're in the middle of the show. So, but definitely Hollow moves on 3-0 to the next round. Uh, T2 Oslo Vista baby got number 19 from that one. Uh, okay, I started that one off. So, audience starts this one off. Audience, it is either from Fellowship of the Ring, You Shall Not Pass, or yeah, well, fuck you too from The Thing. I just enjoy saying that. I'm just saying. In the audience vote, it is You Shall Not Pass by 7 votes off of that one. DeAndre, is it You Shall Not Pass or yeah, fuck you too?
I can't believe I'm voting a lot more for Lord of the Rings because again, I'm not a big Lord of the Rings fan, but I am going to go with um, You Shall Not Pass.
Oh, I disappointed in you, sir.
Sorry, buddy.
You know what, I appreciate the absolute iconicness. I think the iconicness is what got the vote off of that one.
Mm-hmm.
I think yeah, well, fuck you too is much well delivered.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like the gunshot scene in Indiana Jones, the entire sword fight, where the guy's trying to fight him with a sword, and Indiana Jones just pulls out a gun and shoots him. It's just
Mm-hmm.
one of those throwaway type things that absolutely lands perfectly. I'm gonna go with The Thing. Fellowship moves on though 2-1. Uh, the Thing, spot number 6 for Shy off of that one. It is officially off the board. DeAndre starts us off. It is either Are You Not Entertained or Keep the Change, you filthy animal.
Oh, damn. That's actually a really good one because again, I'm not a big Gladiator fan.
You
Although, are you not
you
attending this reason?
you do have all 3 lifelines.
Yeah, yeah, you know I really use those
Yeah,
though.
most people forget about them.
Yeah. Um, I'm kind of truth again. I can't believe I'm doing it, but before I gotta go. Are you not insane? I say that I use that line more than anything. So I'm gonna go. Are you not insane?
I I'm gonna go the opposite line. I do love Are You Not Entertained. Uh, it's used in wrestling every once in a while as well,
Mm,
like especially from heels, which is really weird because I kind of figured that the faces would have used it a lot more than anything else. But uh, the entire Keep the Change of Filthy Animal is different levels of iconicness in this situation. I think Keep the Change gets that one, and just the line drop itself gets my vote off of that one. Home Alone gets my vote. Audience tie breaking decision in a 20 in a 26 vote difference. Uh, Home Alone gets that one, and I do not like that next matchup going on.
mm.
Shy for Gladiator, but Are You Not Entertained in spot number 8. Okay, made sure I got all caught up. I start this one off. It is last up in round 2, by the way. It is either uh, from Freddy's Dead, What Do You Know? I Beat My High Score, or Flawless Victory from Mortal Kombat. Ironically enough,
Oh,
both of these are video game
video.
related.
Uh,
I did not plan that. In fact, high score, according to the audience, didn't make it out of round 1 anyway.
yeah.
So this is the first time these actually are going against each other. Both of these movies are not good.
No.
No, both of these are crappy movies. The one-liners are not necessarily the best either. I'm going to pass the parcel off of this one, and I'm going to give it to Shy. Shy determined. It is a 6-spot difference for high score. So Freddy's Dead gets the pass the parcel vote off of this one. The audience, between high score and flawless victory, it is a 3-vote difference for flawless victory. So, DeAndre, tie-breaking decision. I gotta ask you this every time. Do you want to know who's facing in the next round?
No.
Okay.
I gotta go flawless victory here because of not just because of the movie, but because of the game as well. Again, I beat my high score is literally my favorite kill in the franchise, but flawless victory because of the whole franchise. So I'm going to go with flawless victory.
That's one of the things I wanted to do. By the way, this past Halloween, we ended up changing it at last minute, but we wanted to do like a funniest horror movie kill tournament, but I couldn't find somebody who was that into horror movies to help make the list. That wasn't extremely busy during that season because it's a horror movie tournament during Halloween.
Yeah.
So trying to do that is just really really difficult. Flawless victory moves on, but for high score, it is spot number 23 for Shy. We'll be right back right after this break. While you're typing, I'm going to mute you, sir.
Oh shit! You hear that?
Yeah,
Oh, I did not know that. Sorry about that.
it's all right.
Hold
Actually, you want to go ahead and mute yourself. That way there's no crossover.
I'm done. No more typing.
Okay. Well, it's not that big a deal, but I'm your host, Freddie Fisher. I get to host this show. Not only this show, but I get to host multiple other ones. Number one is, of course, Bracket Bastards. You know what Bracket Bastards is. You probably just heard a list of all of the stuff that we'll be talking about next year. That list is out. If you want to be part of any of the Bracket Bastards episodes, please let me know, and I'll see what we can do. Be a guest just like DeAndre here. I also host a wrestling show called Central Booking. This is not your typical wrestling review show. That's not what we do. There's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of shows out there talking about that. We, however, talk about it's a fantasy booking situation. Each and every episode, we have a new challenge. The next challenge we'll be giving out. Actually, no, not that one. The next show that we're going to be doing is the Dethrone Part 2 episode. Twice a year, we take every WWE title, and I say the WWE titles because Kevin and I both are not really fans of AEW. So we try to, and if we did both WWE and AEW, the shows would be like 4 hours long. So we take the WWE champions from WWE and NXT, and we try to predict at least one future champion in the next 6 months. So that's the entire thing. We did that 6 months ago, and currently the list, I think each person got maybe 2 right out of 16. Oh, we're try to do better next time. The Recasting Call is a show where we take old movies and add some new favorites. We've done movies like It's a Wonderful Life, which will be out next month. The Replacements, Casper, Back to the Future, Treasure Planets, Die Hard, Back to the Future, Spaceballs, Star Wars, a whole bunch of other movies where we recast the movies to be made today. I got to tell you right now, It's a Wonderful Life has got to be one of my favorite episodes that we've done so far. and I'm looking forward to you guys actually hearing it next month. If you want to be part of this as well, we do have an open spot. We'll be talking about Liar Liar to celebrate my 40th birthday, because it is a birthday based movie. That's what we'll be talking about. And that next list is actually on the replacements episode as well. So if you want to check out that episode to find out what we'll be doing last year, there's a whole bunch of 80s movies and some classic movies. It's some movies I've never seen as well. So I'm looking forward to that one. We have Bastards Backstage. DeAndre's been on an episode of that one as well. It's 20 questions, millions of answers, and a show that called A Night Out. It's a 16 spot tournament where the two guests get to pick not only the tournament, they pick the matchups, they pick the contenders, and eventually between the two of them, they have to pick a winner. So find out that and more, including the one show that I do not actually host or do anything with, and that is the show Dr. P.F. Jeremiah and His Infernal Roommate, which is I like to describe as a movie review podcast with a D&D twist. So if you want to check out all that on the ABC Podcast Network. We got a lot going on. We do. Welcome back. Okay. That's what? 9:18. I'm pretty sure the audience starts us off, so. You have all lifelines in place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nobody has used a lifeline with the exception of me. But pass the parcel can be used as many times as you so choose. Pass the parcel and steal a vote. These next 4 matchups are the last time to do it.
Okay.
Blowing a load, of course, goes all the way to the end of the game. Welcome back for round 3 and beyond. It looks like audience starts us off on this one. Audience, it is either from Scarface, Say Hello to My Little Friend, or from Deathly Hallows, Not My Daughter, You Bitch. In a in a 6-vote difference, trying to find the right number off of that one. It's a 6-vote difference. Scarface, Say Hello to My Little Friend gets that vote. DeAndre, Little Friend or Not My Daughter?
Definitely going Not My Daughter.
It's a vote. It gets a vote. It gets to win, too. Like, I'm going to have to go with that one. I kind of hope it doesn't win the entire thing because, as I said before, Harry Potter 7, which is what I call it's going to be Harry Potter 7, is going to be already in the final tournament.
Mm-hmm.
And that's already seeded. So if that has to get reseeded because I have to put Harry Potter in there the second movie in there twice, then that means that Harry Potter 7, Deathly Hallows 2 will get an automatic pass to the second round. And I'm going to have to reseed the entire fucking tournament because of that. I don't want to. But that's not a reason not to vote for it. I'm going to go for Deathly Hallows off of this one. I enjoy Scarface. It's a good movie. But again, that line, Deathly Hallows, entire Not My Daughter, You Bitch, was delivered perfectly. And it should get the win off of this one.
Scarface is an overall better movie. I want to say that right there. Scarface is an overall better movie. So what I'm doing right now personally is I'm going back from each year, starting back to 84, and watching as many movies as I can find from that year. Sorry. So I'm on 1985, but I have a 10 curriculars to grade each movie. And I have to grade each movie from Scarface and Deathly Hallows Part 2. Scarface will probably be an overall better movie. However, though, Deathly Hallows Part 2 is definitely more entertaining. I'll say that.
What I would like to do one of these days is have like a birthday special for people that I can send out. Like they can do what they want with it, but I'm going to have a birthday special with them that we do like an 8-movie tournament or 16-person, depending who the person is, like a 16-movie tournament of movies that came out the year they were born. So, and that's just between me and them. It's kind of like a birthday gift, a birthday episode just dedicated just to them.
I would love to do that with you, but my favorite movie came out the year I was born.
Yeah,
And,
I'm the same. Well,
yeah,
mine technically came out in the year after I was born, which is the Princess Bride came out in '87. So
yeah, and Coming to America came out in '88. So I mean, if I were to do that tournament, I know what the two would be for me. It would be Coming to America, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and it would be Coming to America just like that.
I
But
mean, you can you can get rid of those two movies too, and just not have them in the tournament.
what you could do though, at least for me, I personally like it, is make it all random. Don't ever ask me with just a random little a wheel of doom. Pick 16 of them and call it a day, or eight of them and call it a day. Because
Pick
again, if it's my year I was born, I'm always 9 out of 10 going to pick Coming to
well,
America. Period.
because if that would happen, I like, and that's not even gonna be guaranteed that those two movies are in the top 16 of that year.
Mhm.
So, um, 88 movies for Dre. I'll I put that in. I put that in notes, and I'll catch up on that later on. Scarface, by the way, for Shy is number 12. DeAndre starts us off. It is either from Django, Like the Way You Die, or from Home Alone, Keep the Change, You Filthy Animal.
I'm going like the way you die, and I'm also going to. Which one? When you take a vote,
Yep, steal a vote.
still a vote? Yeah, I'm still an audience vote. Just want that.
You're gonna steal the audience's vote off of that one?
No, no matter of fact, no. No matter of fact, no. My plan was not to use any lifelines today, so I'm gonna try to use at least right now. So I am going to stick with like the way you die.
Like the Way You Die gets a vote off of this one. I appreciate I appreciate the movie Django. I do. It's a damn good movie. It's a damn good line. But Keep the Change, You Filthy Animal. I've been voting for it the entire way through. It's one of my favorite lines of the movie itself, and it's going to be getting my vote. So this does come down to the audience. In a, I got there it is. I got to do math in my head, and I'm not liking it. In a 22 vote difference, Keep the Change gets that vote. So Home Alone does move on. And I will tell you that Home Alone ended up winning this entire tournament according to the audience. So the fact that you didn't steal a vote, it actually kind of surprises me because that would have forced it on. But Home Alone gets that vote and the win. I start this one off. It is either uh, excuse me. It is either Commando and don't. Uh, I gotta I gotta get this entire line because I'm gonna fuck it up somewhere. Okay. Please don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired. Or Flawless Victory from Mortal Kombat. I am going. I'm going to steal a vote because it is one of my last times to do so, and I'm going because it is customary for me to steal the my guest vote as much as possible. DeAndre, I love you, but I'm gonna go with Commando off of this one. I'm
Yeah,
going
do
to
it.
take it out of your hands so you don't have to. Commando gets my vote. Officially DeAndre's vote, and we'll get to his official vote in a bit. But Commando, between that and Flawless Victory, uh, it is a 6 vote difference. So no matter what, it would have ended up going on anyway. DeAndre, uh,
It,
was it Flawless Victory or Dead Tired?
it was definitely flawless victory. You did the right move.
Well, again, I didn't realize that it was going to be it would have won anyway, or I would have kept it. But Commando moves on 3-0. Uh, there you go, 3-0. Last up in round and last up in the semifinals. Last up to the ability to use any kind of lifelines. Audience starts us off. It is either the Lion King with "Long Live the King" or the Fellowship of the Ring with "You Shall Not Pass." In a 13 vote difference, "You Shall Not Pass" gets that vote. DeAndre, Lion King or Fellowship of the Ring?
I want to make sure. I know that you probably were going to go my way anyway, but just to make sure, I'm going to steal your vote and go along with the king.
I agree with you. I would have gone with the Lion King as well.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings movies. I personally, and I voted against Fellowship last round.
hmm
So
Oh,
yeah,
I just do it because it's my last one, and
yeah.
that's what it is.
But yeah, it was deserved. I don't blame you. Lion King, and I appreciate the Lion King is in that round too. So 2-1. It's 3 2-1s, and it's 3-0 in the final four. No lifelines are left, with the exception of blowing your load, and none of us have done it. The audience is not allowed to. So this is what it comes down to. Uh, DeAndre starts us off. I need you to pick one of these movies to start us off.
Mhm.
Is it Deathly Hollows Part 2, Commando, Lion King, or Home Alone?
Thank you.
Lion King. So it is either Lion King or Deathly Hollows.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Is it Not My Daughter, You Bitch, or Long Live the King?
I'm okay with any one of these moving on. Hands down, I'm okay with anyone moving on. However, my pick will be Long Live the King.
Gets a vote. I'm gonna go with Long Live the King as well. It goes a lot harder than it needs to go in a Disney movie, and I will quote I will stand on this hill. I'm standing on business on this one. It is Lion King for me all the way around. Audience, between Deathly Hollows and Not My Daughter, You Bitch, or Long Live the King, in a 12 vote difference. Deathly Hollows gets that vote, but will not be moving on. Does have the ability of third place. Uh, Lion King. Okay. By the way, Deathly Hollows got fourth place as far as Shy goes. On the other side of that one, I start this one off. It is either going to be Home Alone or Commando with Keep the Change, a Filthy Animal, or uh, Please Don't Disturb My Friend, He's Dead Tired. It's Keep the Change. This line is beyond iconic at this point. It's on. I've seen it on Christmas sweaters. For God's sakes, it's just. I'm pretty sure I've seen it on a couple tattoos too, but I'm a huge fan of tattoos, so I'm into some weird shit. Home Alone gets my vote off of this one. Audience, between Home Alone and Commando, it is a Home Alone's going to win it, but it is a 22 vote difference for Home Alone. So Home Alone will be moving on. DeAndre, finish us up. Is
Oh,
it
definitely. Oh, sorry. It's
is it
definitely Home Alone.
is it Dead Tired or Keep the Change?
Yeah, you're the only person that had dead tired going this far. You took it as far as you could, but it's definitely Home Alone.
So it's going to be Home Alone versus Lion King in the finals. Before we get to that, it is the round three, the third place victory. Audience starts us off. It is either going to be Commando or Deathly Hollows. It's going to be Deathly Hollows in a four, a 4 vote difference off of this one for Deathly Hollows for the audience. DeAndre, is it Commando or Deathly Hollows?
Oh, definitely Hollows.
And it gets my vote as well. So 3 and out for Deathly Hollows. Commandos, by the way, spot number 31. So almost dead last. but makes it fourth place off of this one. Third place is of course Deathly Hollows.
True underdog story.
True under. I tried it. That's the thing. If people say that like I have the ability to mess with this, and so I have the ability to make anything I want to win. I push that through the entire way, and no matter what, I can't. If the audience is against me, and my guest is against me, no matter what, I can't get the one I want to win. Period. It's just it won't be in the card. It's mathematically impossible for that to happen. All right, so the final two. DeAndre starts us off. DeAndre, this is the last time to blow a load if you so choose. It is either Home Alone with Keep the Change, a Filthy Animal, or Long Live the King from The Lion King.
Yeah, it's definitely Long Live the King.
Gets a
For me.
vote. I am going to, just because I wanted to hear that, blow my load in this situation, the audience, between Home Alone and The Lion King. It is Lion King in a... I gotta find it. Sorry. Between Home Alone and The Lion King, it is Home Alone in a 30 vote difference.
30.
So
Jesus.
30 is a big difference. So it is a tie-breaking decision coming down to me. I did blow my load. I'm gonna go with Home Alone off of this one. I'm sorry, sir. I agree with you that the entire Lion King line is absolutely iconic. I believe even in the iconic nature, in the iconic line spectrum on this one, I think Home Alone, the entire Keep the Change line is more iconic than Long Live the King,
Mm-hmm.
which is splitting hairs. I'm aware of that one. I just and to have the winner of a killer one-liner movie tournament bracket in a movie that nobody really dies in the movie, I think it's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to go with Home Alone in this situation. It gets my vote and the win. That is our show this week. It is Home Alone, Lion King, Deathly Hollows, and Commando finishing out on Final Four. You can find DeAndre at...
First, thank you for having me, buddy. Again, I love the show. Thank you for having me. You can find DeAndre hosting Masturbators are often Masturbators Masturbators present rankings, Masturbators present record reviews, and one-on-ones, all that kind of good stuff. Uh, um, the X or Twitter handle, if you still call it Twitter, is at debaters_mass. And then you can help out with a lot of our brackets that we do, the 104 team brackets that we do. Right now, we are on 1995 TV shows. Yeah, again, thank you for having me on.
And of course, I'm your host, Freddie Fish. You can find me at that on Facebook. While you're on Facebook, check out Bracket Master, the audience vote, where you can vote along with us every single week. Currently, as we are going on, it is the very end of the Killer One-Liners tournament. In like the next couple of minutes, actually, and it is down to, it is a tie game in the finals between Keep the Change. So between Home Alone and Prepare to Die, so The Princess Bride, between those two movies, it is a tie game. This ends in like 6 hours. So, but up to right before this podcast started, that's where all the votes were counted. You still have this ability next time and next week. So go ahead and get your votes in as soon as it drops. We're doing our Santa Baby episode where we're talking about female vocalists who have sang the song Santa Baby. This goes all the way from Eartha Kitt to Betty Boop to Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande. It is a litany of a whole bunch of different female artists. So if you're a fan of music, Christmas music especially, this is a kickoff to our holiday season. On Twitter, I'm at Fisher777. I refuse to call it X because it sounds like Sounds like a porn site.
Well,
And Instagram, as always, it's can't lick me, not one word. I like to leave every single show with a quote. This today's quote is actually two quotes because I couldn't decide on one. We're talking about last words this week, and it is from Joyce Meyer. It says, "Best way to have the last word is to apologize." And second to that one, um, have the maturity to know that sometimes silence is more powerful than having the last word. By Thelma Davis. And I hope I pronounced all that right. If I didn't, I stand corrected. That is our show this week, guys. Have a good one.